Hello and welcome back to OCD Coded. I am Erin Brown and your OCD coding guide. I am a licensed mental health therapist and marriage and family therapist, and I also diagnosed with OCD myself. And I really want to help you to learn how to decode your own OCD, so that you can have a better connection with yourself and to help decode your OCD for the important people in your life or for your relationships and help improve those as well and enhance them. And help you learn how to use that OCD as a superpower and to know that there is nothing wrong with you and how to use that as and when we may see OCD as part of our shadow. And we'll be going into today up to practicing a guided meditation to help you begin shadow work. Shadow work is really difficult for everybody to kind of confront the parts of themselves that they might not like or are scared of, and kind of, I think of it as peeking behind the veil of, inside ourselves or inside our soul, some people may say, and that we're going to practice how to do some visuals to prepare for that. So please get comfortable and close your eyes if you wish, and let's begin. Take a deep breath. Imagine yourself walking up to a threshold. Maybe it's a doorway, maybe it's a gate, some kind of passageway. It may be open, it may be locked. You stand at this threshold and you ask for consent to pass through. As you walk through the threshold, you take another deep breath. Walking into the unknown is difficult, especially with OCD by our side. And so we are going to continue walking forward. We are going to practice how to walk toward our fears, to not stare at them like OCD will tell us to do. It will tell us to stare at our fears and obsess about them, or it'll tell us to try to ignore and avoid our fears and pretend they're not there. We have tried these options many times, and mostly they do not work. We're going to try something different. We're going to practice walking toward our fears and toward ourself, toward our core self. As we continue walking, we notice that in order to ascend, we must first descend. We must remove some of the titles and some of the parts of ourselves that make up who we think we are. Some of these titles may be your job. They may be titles such as coworker or student, friend or partner, father, mother, daughter, son. They may be any of these titles, and you're going to practice walking through, continuing and walking along this road, noticing what's on the side of the road and places where you can leave each of these titles. We will return when we ascend and add these titles back on. Practice observing yourself without those titles, observing your core self. You continue to walk, and each time you notice one of these titles, one of these layers of yourself, you place it somewhere along this road, and you continue on. Maybe there is a gate at each of these places that you cross through, and continue to walk through and pass these many gates and leave a title at each one. Continue to walk until you come to the place where you feel it is just your core self. You practice looking at your shadow. Your shadow appears before you. What does it look like? Try to think it Try to find something of value. Try to notice what message it may have for you. Listen to what your shadow has to tell you. Practice being open and try not to judge or yet assess any of these messages. Just take the message, take the seed of learning with you. And when you feel you are ready, you thank the shadow again and turn and begin your ascension. You begin to walk back the road, noticing at each gate, you pick back up the title, and it no longer may feel as heavy as it did before, or it may feel different in some way. You try to notice and just notice, to not judge, just notice where you feel it in your body, perhaps. And just try to be aware of what things and attachments you may have had to each of these titles, and what you may take with you and what you may leave on this road to reassess at a different time. We'll come back when needed. For now, you have this seed of learning, this message from deep within you, calling to you from your subconscious. And this message to begin to learn to trust yourself, to follow this message, to contemplate this message, to think about it deeply, and to hold it close to you. You can put it somewhere if you need to and tuck it away, either close to your heart or in a place somewhere, and be able to return to it wherever you need to. And when you're ready, you open your eyes, you take a deep breath, you thank yourself for your practice. You maybe journal any thoughts or insights you had during this, and really begin to try to notice. And you have practiced walking into that unknown. You have practiced, you can be proud of yourself. You can know that you have accomplished something that is highly difficult to do by really just trying to observe yourself and walk into that unknown, walk toward those things that we are afraid of instead of staring at them, instead of running from them, and be able to build that confidence in yourself. And this is one of the first practices of well, and really quite a deep one, an advanced one at times. So take it gently, be gentle with yourself. Please let me know if you have any questions. I invite you to practice this as many times as you need to make it your own, to follow what comes up within you. And if that's different than what I had said during it, then please, trust yourself to follow that and to try to get the message from it, to not judge what is happening, but to get the message and the seed of learning. And we will continue to talk about how to use these seeds of learning to get to know yourself better, and to therefore be able to navigate all of those, overwhelming thoughts and feelings that can come up with OCD. And I hope that this has been helpful and that you have a gentle rest of your day. See you next time.